in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Caps of Paris. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
That's around the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. Shifts by him. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice jump there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they can't bring him down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means you...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
3rd and short, Ritter. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him, as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Going play action. Ritter. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. But you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Caps have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Ritter throwing on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Hands it off out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ritter off the play fake. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bo Melton laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the set. Now keep it together, defense. Keep it together.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What's he looking at? Come on, why would you throw it to him? Look where you're throwing it. Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
17.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Ritter. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Melton on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bo Melton, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
3rd down and 7 yards.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And shedding through the tackle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 171 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Slide through.
On play action, here's Ritter. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch, yellow. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Falcons 45, Cap 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this thing. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set, hut.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Set, ready. You don't move. Set.
Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Hey, red. Ready, go.
Ritter now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 6-yard line.
What's he throwing it to?
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Right. 97. Right. 60. Set.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Slot man moves right.
Black Ultra. Ready.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On the double.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 cycles.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hut, hut.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.